Welcome to Whaler Talk. I'm Jerry Irwin with Al Victor of the Hartford Whalers Booster Club. Tonight we're going to talk about the recent developments in Hartford with Howard Baldwin unveiling a $105 million, I guess you would call it a retrofit of the XL Center, as well as the Trumbull Street being shut down with the plaza. How viable do you think this plan is?
I just can't believe he can do it for $105 million, number one. It's a big undertaking. Howard's always been a dreamer. He was a dreamer with the WHA, getting him into the NHL, and he's dreaming, and I believe right on with this. Closing Trumbull Street and making it a foot traffic area with a Hard Rock Cafe or something like that.
Yes.
As one of the anchors there, with the XL Center, with a studio right there on the corner for doing some recording. Howard's got it done. He's done his homework. The rendering that we've seen, and I know Howard has making sure that all of this is viable. Howard would not go out there and put this out there unless it was viable and could be done in the ballpark of what he talked. Naturally, there's dollars that are going to change, and if you don't start right away, the price is going to go up a little bit. But what he's got will make that area of downtown Hartford, with all the great restaurants and the clubs that are right in that particular area, is going to make that area so vibrant to Hartford. It will truly bring the people that live downtown, that are in walking distance, that there's more and more housing being downtown, and now they'll have some place to go. We've always been looking for an area and something to keep our graduating college students here in Connecticut. And that will be a huge step in that direction, to give the kids something to do with their idle time and dollars.
That's right, exactly. There's your income right there, and your season ticket base.
Absolutely.
Right. When you look at it, you know, the Hard Rock Cafe, they talked about playing at Hollywood, an IMAX theater. And then, yes, they did speak about Fox Sports, or that type of broadcast center right on the corner, almost like they're looking out on Times Square or something in New York City. I think, you know, that Hartford needs that charge. They need that spotlight for our smaller city, for people to want to be down there and, yes, enjoy what Hartford has to offer. Right now, you have the Hartford stage down there, the Bushnell, and yeah, the Athenaeum draws some people. You really have to talk to some of the city officials and see how they're feeling about this. You know, David, this chief operating officer from the city of Hartford, was on, and he's very excited about all this. It's great that the city, the state, and Whaler Sports is really kicking into this big project.
Hartford has always had great things to do with the Mark Twain House and the Athenaeum, like you mentioned, but I think you need something splashy to get the people a reason to come down to Hartford at night. And the other things will feed off of that.
Almost like a nucleus.
Exactly.
Yes, and you can see that is an energy builder. UConn already brings in a great deal of people when they come in for their basketball games. They talked about possibly adding the NCAA hockey into that mix as potentially some of the more events that you can bring down to the city.
With the building being retrofitted to where the amenities for the players and the teams will be brought up to a standard that is something that they can really enjoy and go with. I think that you'll be able to bring some of these bigger events in, and we might be able to get some regional hocky games.
Oh, sure. I think
and
it'd
basketball games again into the tournaments.
And get some rivalries between, you know, Connecticut, Massachusetts. You know, UConn hockey has made some great strides, both men and women.
Absolutely.
And so I think, you know, when you look at we had developed a rivalry back in the 80s and in the 90s when the Whalers Bruins. Now you talk about maybe UConn and Boston College. I mean, they're very far apart now, but it doesn't mean it can be that way forever.
Oh, great, a tournament with Yale, Quinnipiac, maybe BU or UMass down for a weekend tournament, 4 teams. That'd be a great Christmas tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, they have the Bean Pot up in Boston. Let's do something down in Hartford.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, when you look at, you know, where Mr. Baldwin has gone with his vision, and how he has a great deal of supporters. It happened in Whale Bowl, where you saw Harvest Properties step right up and become a major supporter of his dream to rebuild the tradition of Hartford hockey in the NHL level. Now he has to go out and find some new sponsors. You know, you've heard of Travelers, you've heard of Aetna, specifically, as some of the bigger sponsors. Cygnus stepped up with some other things going on with the hockey market.
The corporate market, Jerry, they're ready.
They are ready.
And I've heard people say, when the NHL comes back, I'll be back. You can't wait.
No.
You have to come
put
down
the
to the
people in the
XL
seats.
Center now, just like they did in Winnipeg. That's Howard's plan. We're following Winnipeg's blueprint to get the NHL back in Hartford. And to do that, we need to get people in the seats to the XL Center for the Connecticut Whale games.
And if people know the end result is our NHL club coming back, then you know what, for a little while, let's get into the building, fill up the building, make Hartford vibrant again. There's plenty of pubs, restaurants that need to survive down there. Agave Grill, you have Coach's, you have Vaughn's, you have McKinnon's. These are all great places to eat. Max's. Everything around that Civic Center needs to keep on going. So, you know, when you get into what can I do, go to Hartford. Enjoy what Hartford has to offer.
Mass transit, by the way, we haven't talked about mass transit.
The busway.
You've got the busway coming up that's going to be done in about 3 years. That'll be operational. But something else that is just now getting off the ground is the rail between New Haven and Springfield, which of course would stop right here in Hartford. So you're going to bring those fans from the Western Massachusetts, the fans from down in New Haven who don't have an arena anymore, get them up here, congregate in Hartford, make it rock.
Right, and especially if and when Howard's plan starts to really ramp up, that's when the marketing has to take place to get people into the city.
For sure.
So I'm sure we'll have someone from the mayor's office stop by and talk to us as well. Well, until next time, we'll check you next time on Whaler Talk.